So tell me, Lawrence, what is Life Beyond Labels?
It's a website, and it's all about tearing off labels others have pinned on you.
And what led you to decide to develop this? Because you've been on it a long time developing it, haven't you?
3 years and all. It's been working with a life coach who was helping with my life labels. He said to me, Lawrence, I can help you change yourself, but you're going to need to put a little bit of effort to it and change. And this is exactly what he did.
Okay, so you were diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, and what is that, and when were you diagnosed?
Well, I spent my entire life in therapy, trying to find out more about me. I wasn't happy with myself. I was very aware of people labelling me stupid, insensitive, idiot, weird, and I couldn't understand why when I thought I was a normal person.
But are these symptoms of Asperger's?
Very, very much so. I didn't realise that I didn't have social graces. I didn't have lifestyle understanding. And really and truly what this life coach did for me was to simply get me to change. So I asked him to help me build a website. Now, in another business of mine, I use the character Humpty Dumpty, and I like this idea of Humpty Dumpty sitting on a wall of labels. And of course, we all know the nursery rhyme Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, etc., etc., and he falls and he breaks his head into a million pieces. But I wanted a different Humpty, one who was intact, who was smiling all the time, who knew he couldn't fall off his wall because he was happy with any of his labels.
So is the object of the site, apart from anything else, to help people who have been labelled to tear off their labels or assume labels that they'd like to have, like happiness? Yeah?
Very, very much so. I think if you can learn to be happy with your labels, that this can become infectious, and this can help others who may have been labelled too.
So on this site we've got a wall and it's covered in labels, isn't it?
It's covered in labels, which is your life. It's everything that could possibly go on in your life.
Can you tell us what's on some of those labels?
There's a little bit about parenting, good parenting. There's a little bit about being a child from a child's point of view, and from a teenager, from a young adult's point of view, and all the things that you can do as you progress into adulthood. A little bit about culture, a little bit about music and the arts.
So this is just to help people who are autistic in general, not necessarily Asperger's, but is it also to help people who care for them and deal with them?
I think it's for anyone who wants to understand them. The website is not just about those who are autistic. It's about anyone who feels they may be different, or they have been labelled with labels they would rather do without.
And after what, 2 or 3 years work on it, it's now up and live, is it?
It is live. The website is called www.lifebeyondlabels.com.
Fascinating. Thank you very much, Lawrence.